Hi everybody, Shahida Akbar here, and today is day 12 of the Tracy Walker 21-day video blogging challenge. And today's question is, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? And I must say, these questions as we're going along, they've included everything. They've been fun, they've been funny, they've been thought-provoking, such as this one, as to why I want to be an entrepreneur. Well, I honestly believe that everything I've done in my life has led me to this point. When I was 16 years old, I had a child, I had my daughter, and my truth became at a very early age that I had to work. I had to work so that I could take care of my daughter. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't mind that at all. I stepped into that truth with gratitude and grace. And that's what I did. I got a job. I worked for Fifth Third Bank at the time. And I continued to work all of my life. At 25, I had my second child. I had my son. So I learned that the things that I wanted had to be put on hold, if you will, so that I could make sure that my children had everything that they wanted, everything that they needed. And as I continued through life, I was blessed. I always had a job. I've never been unemployed since I was 16. So I have had a job for 44 years. But I've always been attracted to the mindset that you can create your own income from home, that you could create your own lifestyle, if you will, that you could set the limit to whatever you wanted it to be. But in the back of my mind, I was fearful of taking the chance of not having a steady income. Working and living paycheck to paycheck, as most people do that have a job, never really bothered me because I always managed to save a little bit of money so that if things came up, it wasn't a catastrophe, it was just an inconvenience. But I always tried. I was what I believe it was Nicole Cooper who said, a serial entrepreneur, because down through the years, I would try different things to try and create a second stream of income so that I wouldn't have to go out and maybe get a part-time job. So I would always try and establish a home-based business. But the way you had to build the business never really worked for me. I didn't like talking to people in the mall or people in the grocery store. I didn't like leaving flyers and drop cards and picking up the phone, calling people while they were having dinner and not really interested in talking to me. But I did it, and I was able to earn commissions from each of the companies that I worked for, but they were never really the kinds of commissions that I really wanted to make. They enabled me to maybe pay for a vacation or something like that. It was never really a whole lot of money. So I never gave up on that particular idea of being an entrepreneur. Then this past year in 2014, something happened. I turned 60 years old and I don't know what happened. I just woke up one day and everything about me, my perspective, my life, everything was different. I had already become a part of the Empower Network. My birthday was in June. Actually, it was June the 13th. And I saw that they were having an event in Orlando. Oh, no, I take that back. The event was in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I made a reservation and I went to the event. And I knew when I was at that event that what happened to me was that God had woken up or brought back to life a part of me that down through the years had been sleeping. And it was that part of me that wants to be, needs to be, will be, and is an entrepreneur. So I am pursuing being an entrepreneur because I believe that it's my calling. It's that thing that I need to do for me to complete my purpose, to walk gracefully into my future, to live the life that I want to live, to be able to set my own limits and not be limited by what the company says. So, with all that said, that's my answer to the thought-provoking question of why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Because it's my calling. And I'll see you in the next video.